Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Hey there, would you like to get an oracle message from a lady who is just like completely sick of life? Well, you've come to the right place. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me all week here at Ho. I really do appreciate the platform, and I appreciate hanging out with the herbs, and I really appreciate bringing in messages that certainly serve me and hopefully also assist the highest good of anyone who chimes in. And, you know, my intentions are to put out good energy in my life, in my podcast, and, you know, out into the universe and let it trickle into your life as well. However, I would not be being honest if I didn't tell you how disgusted I am with life this morning. And it all boils down to going to the dentist. Like, I've gone twice for them to quote fix my teeth, and I feel like she's made them worse, and I feel like dissatisfied, and they don't even look good. They looked like they were done sloppy, and now I have to go back and complain and decide if I want to get the other ones quote fixed. But yeah, so I am really, really struggling with it's like I did a Course in Miracles for an entire year, and one of the lessons with the Course in Miracles is I am not my body. Also, my thoughts do not mean anything, but one of the big lessons was not being attached to our bodies. And I am really, really like having a challenge with that this week, because there's just something special about your teeth, you know, and just feeling like, I don't know, I think when your teeth start to go, I think it triggers your ego, and it's like, well, that's the end of me, folks, you know. Just when the teeth start going bad, it's just like signaling the physical end, you know, and part of me is like, good, and then part of me is like, but I like my teeth. So anyways, so I'm just really, really trying to watch how many different emotions come through with this, because it's like making me almost feel like I'm in grief and sadness and despair and hopelessness and anger. And it's like, wow, this is all from going to the dentist. So perhaps a lot of people can relate to that. But yeah, that's where I'm at. So I'm wrestling with that today. I'm looking for clarity. I'm looking for like what other thoughts I can think until my appointment next week, because I don't want to stew about this. But yeah, like my teeth don't look any better. They look like sloppy. They look like she was rushed. And now I think there's like and she like wants me to get a tooth pulled that wasn't even bothering me. Like I just am like kind of raging a little bit inside. So anyways, that's where my personal energy is. I'll try to put it aside and pull. I have 3 piles of cards for your messages. We'll get numbers to go with each one. I guess I'm getting a car today. It's an older car, but my mom's like, it's the right price, so it looks like I'm getting it. And it is a nice car. The only thing with that is I mentioned it to my mechanic, and of course his negative response is no pun intended, throwing a wrench in the whole thing for me, because like it looks like a good car, it's clean, but he's like, those things are junk. And now I'm like, oh my god, well hey, guess what, it'll match my freaking molars, okay? It can match my teeth. Alright, so let's get some numbers for these piles. You could just pick 1, 2, or 3, but we've been doing specific numbers for each one, because numbers are everything, baby. Numbers are everything. So let's get a very clear number for this first pile. And that's not it. I'm not taking that number. All right, so let's get a very, very clear number for it. I didn't, maybe not shuffle good enough. It was last week's number. Oh, hell no. We're not doing that again. We'll shuffle. I'll shuffle really good here in your ear. So how are you? What are your plans for the weekend? I'm just trying to get stuff done in my life. It is prompting me to get even more spiritual, even more fast, because I have got to realize that I am only here for a certain amount of time, and this body is not who I am, and these teeth are just, in a lot of ways, disposable. And even though they're not, but they are when I think about how temporary this meat suit is. So I guess I just have to let go. And that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to just go along with the game. Like, all right, go to the dentist, let them do their thing, right? Whatever. But I just feel like they're doing a shit job. So, anyways, that's where I'm at. Where do I go from here? Let's get a number. Okay. Number for our first pile. I'm for real now. I'm paying attention. And then I'll just see what kind of messages I can bring and without a... Oh my God! It's the same fucking number. Our first number is 51. Fine. You're the fucking number for the first pile. That's bullshit ridiculous. That was the number that I tried to reshuffle back into the deck, and I literally shuffled for 2 minutes in your ear, and that motherfucker flips out. It is like, no bitch. I said, you saw me and I was here, and quit trying to avoid me. All right, fine. Let's get a number for our second pile. Less sass. Not much less sass. It's number 49. Not even going to argue with these numbers. Whatever I lay my eyes on. Fine. Fine. Number for our third pile, please. It'd be funny if it was whatever comes next, 51, 49, whatever. What would that be, 47? Well, it's not that. It's 75. Okay. So anyways, our numbers are 51, 49, and 75. No young numbers here, y'all. We are over 40 in this reading. So which one do you like the best? 51, 49, or 75? Pick a number right now. 51, 49, 75. All right, so if you picked number 51, this pile is for you. Okay. I have things set up opposite. I have you on my left side today. I'm trying not to get too accustomed to you always being on my right side. Sometimes I want the microphone to be on my left side. So we have room. This is a serious pile, you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I think the middle pile actually has 8 because two flower whispers jumped out for that pile. So yeah, I just was like, I don't know. I was like, everybody needs a card of everything. So let's see. I don't know. But I'll tell you what, that was really therapeutic for me to sit down and focus on bringing in the right message for the right pile, because I don't do that haphazardly. Like, I really have intent that, like, you know, like, I'm really focused on this first pile. I'm really focused on that second pile. Like, I'm really putting my intentions out there to bring forth a coherent and helpful message. So, and then at some point you just have to give it over to spirit and synchronicity and like, hey, I hope it makes sense. Like, cause like your mind's like, well, how does this really work? Like, you know, you could be picking the wrong cards or whatever. It could just be random. It's like, yeah, but somehow I have faith that like it works. Like, I literally believe that I'm going to bring you a good message. So most of the time I do. So I was contemplating that, and now we'll see if I'm right. So anyways, I wish I could believe in everything as solidly in my life as I do my oracle cards. Like, hey, I just have to trust and believe that this experience is for my highest good or required, or hey, maybe just not get so attached to any of it. All right, so number 51, if you were drawn to the number 51. Okay, so we'll see what cards we've got here. You've got a quote from Flower Whispers, an essence from Botanical Whispers. All right, so your quote, I feel like we got this one before. It says, play in the dirt because life is too short to always have clean fingernails. I'm looking at mine. Mine are kind of dirty right now. Play in the dirt because life is too short to always have clean fingernails. Now it's coming through with grapefruit, which is a message of spontaneity and confidence and youth. So right away, if you pick number 51, you need to play more. You need to just, you know what, that sounds fun. Let's go do it. You don't need to think about it and plan about it and, like give yourself a little room to like be like, oh my God, like right now, you want to go right now to wherever? Okay, let's go. If it seems fun to you, like, oh my gosh, let's go run in the rain, or oh my gosh, like let's go visit her. I don't know, like whatever comes up that seems kind of fun, go with it. Just get a little more playful in your life. Don't be afraid to get dirty, get your hands in the dirt. Now the grapefruit negative attributes, I don't even want to say negative, but kind of, it could mean unexpected, bitterness, forbidden. But I really felt like when it comes right after play in the dirt because life is too short to have clean fingernails, it really is just like, okay, it's Friday, it's the weekend. Could you let loose a little bit? Could you put on your elastic pants and just have a good time and kind of like just, loosen up a bit. Grapefruit says, I have a young spirit, boundless energy, and am uplifted by the knowledge that there are no mistakes in this life, only joyful accidents. So everything that's coming up, just be like, well, that didn't work out. It's okay. Let's do something else. Or, hey, here we have an opportunity to do this. How about we think about that? Like, just really see how playful and fun and young you can be. Like, young people don't think things through. That's what makes them so fun. That's also what gets them into trouble. But, like, you know what? A lot of that trouble was fun, and it might lead to something else or discovery. And so let's just be open. Let's see what your other cards are. Now, this next card is the Magic of Flowers, and it is Foxglove. So now this is a very pretty card. Don't just be like, I think I'll eat that plant. No, don't do that. Not with Foxglove anyways, because, it'll kill you. But Foxglove wants you to summon your courage. Okay, just to like be a little looser, be a little more fun. Have some more confidence. Okay, so we've got confidence from grapefruit, and now we have courage from Foxglove. So she's got like this multicolored armor, like lime green, turquoise, orange, fabulous. Like it's like bronze, but like with color. It's so good. Copper with color. And she's got this big old horn that she is, like making like that. It's like a horn of a cow, and that kind of horn. And it's got like copper gold tips on it and rim. It's very pretty. Matches her armor. She's got a sword. She's got like, she's like pointing it up in the air. Her other hand is back for balance. Her one leg's in front of the other. It's a very strong stance, courageous stance. But yeah, if you are lacking in confidence, to just kind of live life a little bit, Foxglove is saying, hey, you've got to summon this courage. Like, you're literally not living your life right now. You've not been living. And that's what, happens. We get so afraid of getting hurt or dying, we stop living our life. So it's not like saying like do something dangerous, right? But like maybe do something that's a little out of your norm. Like yeah, maybe get on that kayak. You'll love it. You will freaking love it. A couple years ago I was on like a sit on top kayak. I loved it. I was like, I got to get one of these. Well, I was like, where will I go with it? So if I ever get a chance to do like a kayak rental somewhere, I'm going to do it because it was so fun. But that might take a little spontaneity, confidence, and courage on your part to do that. So yeah, don't be feeling too old. Okay. So 51, I imagine that could, like, oh, I'm 51, right? That energy is, over halfway on the 100 yards, like 51, we're over the halfway point. Hey, you can still live your life. Okay, let's get an essence for you from the Oracle of the Essences. It's Clary Sage with intuition, clarity, and cycles. So yeah, I mean, you might be in that next generation, that next age group, that next like tax bracket, or not tax bracket, but like age group. Like there's like, under, like how do they go? It's like it's like you're like up to like 23 and then 24 to 30 something, like whenever you're picking your age group. You may be now in the next one, right? There's no turning back. But yeah, there's this message coming in from Clary Sage about intuition and clarity and cycles. So honoring your cycles. So we've got this beautiful lady. It's hard to tell if she's young or old, to tell you the truth. She's like that eternal youth, kind of like me. Like people are like, oh my God, are you 42? But like sometimes like I look 82. But sometimes I look and act 22. But, I'm 42. So she's sitting there naked. She's got this long dark hair that's covering her breasts, and she's got a lotus flower. I would say that's her sacral chakra, sacral solar plexus, that place where we were just talking about yesterday with the trees. It is our self-worth, our self-confidence, our will, our personality, who we are. So she's sitting there cross-legged, and she's got an ankle bracelet on that matches that flower. And she's real calm. Her eyes are open. And yeah, she's seeing things with clear eyes. She's using her own intuition. What's best for you? What cycle of life are you in? And Clary Sage is the essential oil. So let's just sit with that for a minute and see what our next card is. Now, the next card, I remember when I was shuffling it and pulling it, it flipped out. So I flipped it over real quick before I could see what it was. But I think it came out reversed. And so I swung it around upright, and then I was like, you know what? That was so deliberately reversed. I feel like I better honor it reversed. So I remember this card specifically. It's Lemon Balm with Reflection. So I'm going to keep it reversed because it made such like it got so much attention, and I put it upright, and then it was like, oh, I don't know that. I think that was supposed to be reversed. So reversed lemon balm, a reversed message of reflection. So are you noticing in your life what is being reflected back to you? And are you taking time with Clary Sage to go within and connect with your intuition and your own sense of clarity? So interesting. I want to just let those sit there for a minute, because I feel like maybe that's sometimes what's holding you back, is you're not sure what you're supposed to be doing, or you're just not in touch with yourself as much as you could be. So you don't really know what's best for you. And then it's hard to be playful. It's hard to have courage and confidence. It's hard to play in the dirt when you're just like, I don't know, a little bit out of touch. Let's see what your plant spirit oracle. You have a plant spirit oracle and then a soul flower. And we'll see if we can elaborate on this message. Okay, your plant spirit oracle is also upside down. It is turkey tail, unknown, mystery, unsettled. So yeah, definitely there's like just parts of your life that you're just not sure about. You're just not sure about. You know, some things come up unexpectedly. It's hard to read it. It's hard to see clearly. It's like things are being reflected back to you, but you're just not quite sure what they mean. You're just, you're just like, gosh, like I see what he said to me or she did to me, and like I know like everything's like a reflection back to me, but yeah, I'm just not quite sure. A little bit of an unsettled feeling. It's like you're just not sure what this all means sometimes. And I understand that because, I get messages all day, every day, and some of them are crystal clear. And then other times when my energy gets all jumbled like it is now, like with the dentist, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I really don't right now. I really don't. And so, yeah, it really does put a damper on my funness. That's for damn sure. I don't feel like living life at all right now, So it's like, just pray for clarity, pray for interconnection, pray for confidence, pray for just clear seeing, pray to know what you're supposed to know. So these unsettled feelings can go bye-byes, can dissipate, can be cleared up so that you can have fun again. Because this unsettledness is what's like maybe holding you back. Now your soul flower is borage with a message of optimism. So that's good because I didn't feel good when I said the words unsettled, unknown. There's this message of mystery with turkey tail, but it's like if it's so confusing to you and it's reversing your lemon balm, not sure what's being reflected back to you, right? And we know the solution is to go inside with Clary Sage and feel our own intuition and clarity. But it's like, we're just kind of like stuck in that I don't know what to do feeling. And borage comes in with optimism. Now borage also, like foxglove and grapefruit, has a message of courage and confidence too. But you have to be optimistic sometimes to even tap into that courage. Like, okay, I'm going to be able to see clearly. Okay, I'm going to be able to know what's what. I'm going to be able to have fun and be more spontaneous and joyful and playful and have some more fun. But yeah, I got to be hopeful that like that's a possibility for myself. So get this. Sweet borage encourages playfulness and spontaneity to help uplift your spirits when you are feeling disheartened and blue. Borage will help you to rise above sorrow and depression and instill fresh courage, enthusiasm, and confidence in your ability to move through life's obstacles. All right, well, way to hit a freaking home run, borage, and tie in grapefruit and foxglove and like everything. And even like these two cards that are reversed, lemon balm and turkey tail, it's like, yeah, there are definitely some obstacles right now. Like when you look at turkey tail, it's real pretty, like, like a flower almost, it's like a mushroom, but a flower, a woody. But say if you're looking at it like it was a road or a maze, like if you were tiny, like it has all these lines and curves and like talk about obstacles when we're just looking at form, it's there's a lot of detail to get lost in the turkey tail. They're beautiful, but I'm saying there's a lot to get distracted by, lost in. There's a lot of obstacles maybe in your vision. So Clary Sage came in with that clarity, right? But yeah, in order to see clear in your life, you have to start going within. You have to tune in to your inner guidance and, you know, your inner knowing. And if you're not quite sure, it's like, oh my God, just pray for optimism. Pray for ability to move through these obstacles. But yeah, know that it will pass, right? So Borage, you know, wants you to be playful and spontaneous, to help uplift your spirits, especially if like this mystery, this unknown, these unsettled things have made you almost feel depressed and sad. And like I said, like this confusion with my dentist stuff, it makes me feel like I'm grieving and like heartbroken and sick to my stomach, like someone died. Like it literally is putting me into that place. So, I mean, maybe this is my number since it flipped out and caught my attention so much. But yeah, I have to rise above those negative feelings. I got to rise above those unsettled emotions. I got to rise above the depression or sorrow or whatever I want to call it and get into courage and get into confidence. So I can go back and talk to her, right, and let her know I'm dissatisfied and try to get it fixed without too much drama, right? So anyways, if you pick number 51, I mean, you're definitely getting a message to be more playful, have more fun, have more confidence and courage and enthusiasm to move through all these obstacles in life. This is what life is, I guess. And it's okay, but what really gets you tripped up is when you're not seeing clearly, when you're not in touch with your intuition. It's like you can't summon that courage and confidence because you're not in tune with your inner guidance system. So sit in meditation, connect with the second and third chakra, you know, clear that up, get to know that energy in your body, start to listen to yourself, see what can be reflected into your awareness that will help clear up the mystery, clear up the unsettled feelings, put clarity into the unknown so that you can be confident, so that you can just, you know, playfully move through this stuff like, well, let's fix this problem, ha ha ha. Some people think obstacles are fun. Think about that. So yeah, play in the dirt because life is too short to always have clean fingernails. And yeah, call on borage, turkey tail, lemon balm. Lemon balm is very calming. Call on clary sage, just the energy of foxglove, and call on grapefruit too to help uplift your spirits, instill some fresh courage, enthusiasm, and confidence in your ability to move through life's obstacles. So if you've been feeling disheartened in blue, it's time to raise your spirits and be uplifted by the knowledge that there are no mistakes in this life, only joyful accidents. So go ahead and tap into that energy that can encourage playfulness and encourage spontaneous energy, just literally so you can feel better. All right, the phone calls and text messages are rolling in. It's like I'm getting a vehicle today or something. Okay, but we're gonna, before I go and jump through all these hoops, taking pictures of my license and my insurance and all that, we are gonna pull some cards for the second pile, number 49. Now this is the one that gets two quotes. So we'll see what it says. So yeah, when I was pulling the flower whispers, two of them fell out at the same time. I'm like, well, I guess we'll honor that. And the one says, you can be a good person with a kind heart and still say no. So there's a little message of boundaries and honoring your time and space coming in. And the second one says, at this moment, you are where you need to be. Just breathe. The face I made when I exhaled just encompassed my entire life. So yeah, wherever you're at, let's just breathe. Let's just breathe together. Hey, what's up? What do you want to do? Let's just breathe. Let's drink as much water as we can today, because yesterday we forgot that we were supposed to drink water. And today we are going to breathe. So number 49, you're right where you need to be. Just breathe, okay? And if you need to say no, if you need to just be like, okay, I am where I am, but I'm also still allowed to say no, you're allowed. You're allowed to do that. Okay, let's see what our botanical whisper is. Okay, you are getting tangerine. This is new ventures, promotion, dreams, but it can also be about demotion and negativity. Now is the time for me to take a chance on a fresh venture. With a happy heart and a positive mind, success is the only outcome. With a happy heart and a positive mind, success is the only outcome. Breathe. Breathe. Breathe in some tangerine, happy vibes into your heart, into your mind. Get positive. Get positive, and success will be the only outcome. Now is the time to take a chance on a fresh venture. Where you are is where you need to be. Just breathe. But let's be positive. Let us be positive. So yeah, last night at ladies' night, drinking some wine and some other whatever bubbly. I'm like, tomorrow really is the day that I need to get a grip on my thoughts and my mental go around, and really get more positive, and really know that all things are okay. I am where I am. I am where I'm supposed to be. All I need to do is breathe and be positive. All I need to be is positive and breathe. Now, what's kind of contradictory is, like, you can be a good person with a kind heart and still say no. And then Tangerine saying, take a chance on a fresh venture. Not adventure, just venture. So you can say no, or you can say yes. You can totally be at peace where you are. Just keep breathing. Keep breathing. Maybe blow your nose. Okay. Now we got Lily coming in, and the way I picked it up, it is reversed. Lily has a message to ask for help. So I'm actually going to keep her upside down, I guess, because she looks cool whether she's upright or not. Like, Lily reversed just looks like she's hanging upside down, because she's got her arms up in the air. So if she's reversed, she's literally just hanging from the ceiling, right? She's sitting on the ground, but she still looks so calm. So now Tangerine and Lily are both the same color orange. I love that. So it's like Tangerine lady is looking up, her chin's up, she's looking up towards the corner. Lily is eyes closed but hanging out, arms open and receiving, just whatever, right? Whatever works. So there really is this openness message with Lily. Lily has definitely a message of being open and asking for help. Asking for help. So let's see what that's about. I need to move this over a little bit, because with that extra quote, we need a little more space here. All right, let's see what our essence is. Our flower essence is Time, which is a dude in his Roman sheet, his white sheet, his garb. Boy, my nose was really itchy from that breathing. But he has a message of bravery, but also resentment. So if you are kind of resenting where you're at, right? You're just like feeling negativity and demotion, and you're just like, I don't know. It's like you do have to be at peace. Like, okay, I have to surrender to this moment. I am where I need to be. I'm just going to breathe. I'm not going to be resentful that I'm judging this moment. I'm not going to be resentful, right? I am where I need to be. I got to be kind of open and positive. And, you know, sometimes it does take a little bit of bravery to ask for help. And it definitely takes bravery to take a chance on a fresh venture. So something's coming up for you. Something's coming up for you. But before you take a chance or be brave or ask for help, you really, really, really need to make peace with where you are at. You are where you need to be. Just breathe. Now, your magical herb from the Magical Herb Oracle is California Poppy with Dreams. So this fresh venture, I mean, what have you been kind of thinking would be fun? What kind of promotion in your life would you enjoy? What do you dream about? What new venture do you dream about? I mean, yeah, just because you make peace with where you're at doesn't mean you stay where you're at. It's just what you energetically need to do to move forward in a positive way, to move forward with a happy heart and a positive mind. You literally just have to make peace. But that doesn't mean you have to give up on your dreams. That, like, okay, you're in a pile of shit right now. Great. At this moment, you are where you need to be. Just breathe. But that doesn't mean you stay there forever. Okay? You're going to get a chance to move. Okay? You might need to ask for help. You might need to be brave. But right now, you need to make peace with this moment. Let go of resentment. And then, start to focus in on your dream. So Tangerine also has the word dreams on it. Tangerines is new ventures, promotion, and dreams. And then California Poppy has dreams. So your dreams are important. Your dreams are big. That's a big part of this message coming in twice. That, I'm going to have to move this again, that, you need to pay attention to what you are dreaming. Okay, success is the only outcome. And you're like, but I'm in a world of shit right now. Yeah, but listen, success is the only outcome. And, it's going to happen for you. Just like I am going to fit all these cards on my desk. Okay, your magical plant spirit oracle is Calamus. So you're going to get some clarity, some communication, and some insight. So Calamus is sort of like almost in like a yin-yang-y shape, and in the center is this turtle, this black with red painted like look on it, turtle. Clarity, communication, insight. Ooh, so that's good. Because these dreams need to come to fruition. Now is the time for me to take a chance on a fresh venture. But I need the clarity. I need the insight. I need to be able to know exactly what to do. So I might have to ask for help with communication and being able to communicate clearly what I want. Sometimes like when we're in that place, like, okay, this is what we've manifested, and it's not that great, but we are where we're supposed to be. But also, we weren't really communicating clearly to the universe what we specifically wanted, what our dreams were. And so we kind of just manifested whatever. Oh, so now is the time to take a chance on a fresh venture, to follow your dreams with a happy heart and a positive mind, knowing that success is the only outcome, having that bravery to keep going, to keep following your dreams, having the clarity and insight to know exactly what you want. And sometimes, with our first quote, we before we kind of even know what we want, sometimes we go a roundabout way about that and know what we don't want. So if like you're like, I'm not sure what I want, but I know what I don't want, so I can still be a good person and I can still have a kind heart, happy, kind heart, and still say no. So if something's like obviously you don't want it, you're clear. You're like, I'm not exactly sure what I want, but I know I don't want this. I know I don't want that. So I'm going to start to say no when it serves me so that I can bring in my dreams, make my dreams more clear to me. Actually, maybe, yeah, you're not even quite sure what you want yet. You got to get that clarity. Like, I got to figure out what I even want. But I definitely want a happy heart. I definitely want a positive mind. So please bring that clarity in, that insight and that communication. All right, our soul flower is daffodil with perception. Okay, I'm going to read that card to you, what's written on the bottom. But that's pretty cool to me because it's like you can be in a pile of shit and make it a positive experience. Like, hey, it is what it is, but I know this ain't going to last forever. And I know that I have my dreams, and I know that like I'm going to figure out where I'm going and what I want, and I'm going to manifest that. I'm going to ask for help with my guides and my angels and my higher self and Jesus and everybody. I'm going to get everybody on board to help manifest my dreams, to help me have a successful incarnation. And Daffodil says, yeah, and remember, it's all about your perception. So at this moment, you are where you need to be. It's your perception of what that's going to dictator. It's going to be your perception if it's good, bad, if you're going to have resentment from this now moment, or if you're going to have a positive outlook and almost excitement. Like, yeah, my life is totally shit right now. What's up? My life is shit. My life is shit. But I'm really positive that success is the only outcome. And if I just breathe my way through it and I keep happy and I keep focused on my dreams and I keep a positive mind and I stay clear on my dreams and I communicate clearly to the universe that which I want, I'm going to have the insight and the perception to make this happen for me, but also to enjoy myself. This positive outlook will sculpt, will define every moment as a good moment, or just as it is, like wabi sabi. It is what it is, but my perception doesn't let me bring it down because I have a positive perception. So let's see what Daffodil says. These magnificent heralds of spring are literally trumpeting the joy and freedom of learning to be yourself. Learning to be yourself. So that goes in with like that message. You might not know exactly what you want because you haven't learned yet to be yourself. And once you continue to let yourself be yourself, your dreams will be your dreams, not somebody else's dreams, not somebody else's reality, what you want to manifest. Daffodil wants you to see the light. See the light. To perceive the beauty and perfection and wholeness that is you, just as you are. It is time to release any self-doubt and revel in the freedom and weightlessness of endless possibilities. So it's like, yes, literally it's only up from here. There's so many possibilities for you. Start, like Tangerine kind of looks like she's dreaming when she's looking up, like, oh, I could, like, she could be in a pile of shit, but she is not looking at the shit. She is reveling in the endless possibilities that she can be open to. Just like Lily has her hands open to receive, open to the possibilities, open to the dreams, to the communication, clarity, insight, open to the freedom of just being yourself. At this moment, you are where you need to be. Just breathe. Just be. Just be yourself. So yeah, see the light. See the light. So in every picture, there is yellows, there is white, there is light in each of these pictures. Start to see that. Start to see that. Now, granted, you can still say no to something that you don't want, right? So like, no, that's not for me. But what I am going to start to focus on is what's lighting me up, what's catching my attention, what new ventures are calling me. So trumpeting. These daffodils are trumpeting the joy and freedom of you learning to be yourself. So you might have to learn to have a happy heart and a positive mind and be okay with where you're at. You might have to learn that success is the only outcome. You might have to learn how to say no. You might have to learn how to let resentment go. You might have to learn how to be brave. You might have to learn how to follow your dreams. You might have to learn how to have insight and clarity and be able to communicate to the universe what you want. But you know what? That's where you're at. So you still have a lot of learning to do, but it's okay. You are where you need to be. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just be how you are. Just be the beauty and perfection and wholeness that is you. You're a work in progress, but that's how we all are. We're whole and complete, yet we're still discovering more of ourselves. So release that resentment or insecurities, release self-doubt. It's time to release all of that and get really clear on who you are and what you want, and get really clear in learning how to just be yourself and start just getting excited and happy and joyful that there are so many different possibilities for you. And there's such a freedom and weightlessness in you just being you. So, and then you really can be open to help. Then you really can be open to learning more about yourself. And you can really get excited as you step into yourself to, activate your dreams and, bring them into fruition now that you know what you want. All right, last pile, number 75. Whew, I'm out of breath because I just brought up all these wet towels. But I got to get out in the line and hope they dry before it rains. So, I will just... I can't wait to have like my modern convenience of having a dryer back. All right. Did you pick the last pile? Number 75? Your first message is meditation doesn't mean you have to sit still. It can be a quiet walk in a garden. All right. Well, this is a different one. Okay, so I know a lot of people who can't seem to meditate. They can't seem to quiet down or sit still or think they can do it, or their mind's too rambly and racing. Yeah, a meditation can be a quiet walk in a garden, just being outside, looking at flowers, being with the plants, being with the trees. So you don't have to sit still to meditate. It can be a quiet walk in the garden. Okay, there we go. No argument there. Let's see what your botanic whisper is. Botanical whisper. Ooh. All right, but you do need to meditate because you got sandalwood. And there is like, she's got her arms like crossed in like this yogi kind of way. Like, I don't know, like her elbows are like twisted up and then her hands are together like in front of her. It's very goddess-like. I don't know who's behind her. There's a statue behind her. I don't know who that is. Is that Krishna? Is that some type of god? No, it's a lady. Who would that be? It's some type of really like, like ancient type of, definitely makes you think meditation. So this, you got two back-to-back cards to meditate, and it's like, hey, whether you're sitting still, whether you're quietly zen walking in a garden, like you need to go within. You need to start feeling that sacred connection, that maturity. So if you've been having difficulty, Sandalwood acknowledges that with the keywords restless, inflexible, detachment. I'm laughing because, like, I said it looks very yoga-ish, and then there's the keyword inflexible. So you really need to start probably meditating and doing yoga. Definitely seeing all things as a meditation, the interconnectedness of all things, right? This maturity, it's time to step into this spiritual maturity, this interconnectedness of all things, especially if you've been restless and flexible, feeling detached. You got to get grounded. When grounded, I am able to stretch my limits, to deepen my connection to the divine. My spirit is ageless and sacred. So getting into nature, getting our feet on the ground, getting grounded, getting anchored and centered within us. That feeling of being grounded, we're able to stretch our limits to deepen our connection to the divine, knowing that our spirit is ageless and sacred. So, wow. This totally feels different. We'll see where this is going. We've got maybe I shuffled this deck upside down. We've got Dahlia. Now she is wearing this red dress, and she's got one hand on her lower belly and one hand on her higher heart, and her eyes are closed, and she's going within. And Dahlia has a message to attend to the shadow. So I'm going to actually keep her reversed because I feel like that you should be going within and doing yoga and feeling connected to everything and meditating and doing your shadow work and doing your healing work. But yeah, there has been a little bit of a glitch, a little bit of a distraction. You've just been kind of feeling a little too restless to sit still and do this work. So it's saying, hey, you don't have to sit still. You can go walking in the garden and go within that way. Get grounded that way. Feel your connection that way. Think about your shadow healing work, integrating work that you're going to do now. So part of this maturity is not renouncing and pretending like you don't have a shadow side. It's integrating it. It's bringing it all into you and feeling a wholeness and going within and feeling a connectedness to everything. So when we can do that in ourselves and be like, yeah, I have all these aspects of me. I have things that I love about me. I have things that I'd rather you not know about me. I have a shadow side. I have a light side. But it's like bringing them all in, tending to the shadow. Tending to the shadow. It needs your attention now. You need to go within. So if you've been distracted and restless, it's time to just start getting grounded however you can. Okay, so anyways, let me flip over another card for you. Your Oracle of the Essences is Geranium with a message of acceptance and nurturing. Now, in this card, there's a mother holding a child. Now, when this card comes right after Dahlia, though, this tells me that you need to nurture your inner child. That shadow clearing work, or shadow integrating, healing, Your inner child needs you. Your inner child needs you. So yeah, I mean, of course, be nurturing to all of the little real children in your life, and but here's the message. You you literally need to put your hands on your body and hold yourself, like be your own mother. Nurture that inner part, that inner child that needs held, that needs accepted. So part of your shadow work might be something from your childhood. My first thought was rejection, or just something that, I don't know, something that you got to heal up. You know what I mean? But yeah, you've got to accept your shadow self. You have to accept your inner child. Maybe you were just a crazy kid and you're like, I don't know. You have to accept who you are. Don't reject any parts of you at this point. As you step into this new mature energy, this more enlightened, integrated, grounded, inclusive, whole energy of you being more divine. I mean, we're all divine, but you're going to really start to feel it now. You're going to step into it. You're going to get grounded. You're going to mature into this sacred energy. But yeah, before you can do that, or as you do that, while you do that, you do have to go into some of your dark places within. And I feel like there will be a lot of work and love to send to your inner child, and acceptance and nurturing to your inner child. Yeah, like if this geranium card would have come with other cards, I would think that it has to do with children in your life, but I feel like this is your inner child. This is you. This is you. Okay, let's see what the magical herb is. Echinacea, with a message of protection. So yeah, I would definitely say now for sure that, there was some type of rejection or hurt or something that you experienced as a child. And so yeah, you do have this vulnerable space within you that you really do. You need to put your hands on yourself, and you need to love yourself, accept yourself, and tell your inner child, I protect you. I will protect you. I will never let that happen to you again. I'm here for you. And literally hold and heal yourself, your little self, your child self. Now that you are a grown-up, you are a protector, offer that love and protection and nurturing and acceptance to your inner child. Let's see what our last two cards are. You've got Blackberry with this porcupine, and like the blackberries are growing out of the porcupine is really cool. It's about entanglement, trapped, and powerlessness. So yeah, this just confirming what happened to you as a child won't ever happen to you again. That feeling of powerlessness, that feeling of trapped, of being in a situation that I mean, what can a child do? Nothing usually, right? It's like, so yeah, there is a spot in you, in your shadow work, that Dahlia was saying, it's deep, it runs deep, and you must attend to that now. And let your meditation practice, let your groundedness practice, let that support you as you go within and heal this, because you still carry this feeling of powerlessness from your childhood. And so yeah, that's why we really need to hold ourselves and hold our inner child in that space of protected energy. Be so nurturing. This will never happen again. This will never happen again. We will never be entangled and trapped in a situation like that. We are powerful now. We are powerful now. You are safe. So let's see what we've got in the last card here. Choking up, and a lot of it is to do with the granola that I was eating. But also, this does feel really like I want to sit here and cry with you. But I know that we can be strong. But if we need to cry, hold ourselves and allow us that space. But we really, really, really need to just take it upon ourselves now to protect our inner child. Let our inner child know that it's protected, and we're gonna help it now and heal it. And guess what your last card is? Self-heal. Responsibility. So it is your responsibility to heal your inner child. No one else's. It's like you have to be your own mother now. You do. You have to be your own protector now. You're the only one. You're the only one who can remove that feeling of powerlessness, entanglement, being trapped. And the way you're going to do that is, one, taking responsibility for your healing journey. Grounding your energy, going in to your meditative spaces, whether you are sitting or walking, and the third is doing your shadow work. Oh my gosh, I cried so much when journaling my shadow clearing work. And I even put a couple YouTube videos up of me crying a couple years ago, like really going into my fear, going into my trauma, going into the things that shaped me as a child, being honest about what happened, and how I was affected. So yeah, I mean, it's like, I know part of you just wants to forget and pretend like that didn't happen, or you didn't have a childhood or whatever, or it's just like, why would I want to go back? I just want to stay forward thinking. Well, I understand that because I lived my life like that for a real long time. Like, past, what's a past? I don't even know what you're talking about. But the thing is, you still have that in your energy field. You have your inner child that needs you right now, that needs you to hold it and nurture it and protect it and save it and promise it that will never happen again. And this can be a rejection on minor levels that you experience as a kid, which feel like big things as a kid, or this could be straight up just horrendous shit that happened to you. There's varying degrees of it, but it all needs addressed, all of it. Self-heal says true healing is a journey that engages the whole of your being in a spiraling process of deeper and deeper levels of understanding and self-awareness. Self-heal addresses the special connection between your soul and your body and encourages you to take responsibility for your own personal journey. So that blackberry porcupine with that message of powerlessness and trapped and entanglement, you must release yourself from any victimhood now, or victim mentality that continues to perpetuate. Now is time for you to step into this mature energy and take responsibility for your healing journey. So yeah, no one's gonna save you but you, right? Yeah, and it's your responsibility to do your healing work. No one's gonna heal you but you. No one's gonna free you. No one's gonna make you powerful other than you. You're the one you've been waiting for. So it's time to be your own nurturing protector. It's time to be your own hero. It's time to be your own healer. It's time to do the work. And it's time to take responsibility for your journey and for your healing work. And go within and meditate and contemplate and heal. And at first it might seem like you're aggravating, right? This place inside of you, triggering old emotions, but they've got to kind of bubble up to the surface so that you can love them and release them and heal them and integrate them and accept them and hold them and nurture them and protect them and free them. So good luck. I'm not being sassy or sarcastic. Like, I mean it. It's not an easy journey, but you can do it. You really can do it. And nature will be your saving grace. You know, going outside, getting grounded, being with the plants, the trees, and all the honeybees. I mean, when grounded, I am able to stretch my limits to deepen my connection to the divine. That's what self-heal is saying. You go deeper and deeper and deeper into levels of understanding and self-awareness. That is true healing. That is your responsibility, to engage with the whole of your being, and that includes your inner child, right? And that includes your healing in your body, and just, it includes everything. So it's like there's nothing that needs to be forgotten anymore. Like, your responsibility is to heal and integrate every single aspect of you, all of it, all of them. It's your responsibility. It is. It really is. But you have everything that you need, and you can find more support within nature, within yourself, within your meditation, within grounding your energy, and with holding yourself in a safe space, in a nurturing, accepting space. You are protected and safe to do this work. It will be good for you. It will be very good for you. It's good for all of us. It's where we're at. It's what we have to do. If we really want to be truly free in this life, our spirit is ageless and sacred. But if we're going to feel that in this incarnation and live that as our truth and really do our real work while we're here, we have to do some of the dirty work. And that's in your shadow, and it's going to hurt, but it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. It will, because you don't even realize how much garbage you've been lugging around with you. And it's just time to heal it up. So yeah, big spotlight on your inner child and your shadow work. But just know that you are in a good space right now, using meditation and grounding and these sacred connections, to just give yourself that space to accept and nurture yourself and hold yourself and heal yourself. It is your responsibility. All right, well, thanks for hanging out with me on this TGIF. Oh my God, I didn't even say TGIF at the beginning of this day. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed your numbers, 51, 49, or 75. You know, they were all pretty important stuff to hear. Pretty intense there at the end, holy moly. But I guess maybe that's why we saved that one for last. I don't know. It's fun how these work out. It's fun for me to bring in the messages. It's fun to see the interconnectedness of the cards in each pile, and just that it works. It's fun for me. So anyways, I hope you had fun too, even though some of the stuff, may have been a little difficult to hear, is necessary, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate you too. And wow, let's just try to get into that positive state of mind. I can't tell which pile I resonated with more. They were all really good. So anyways, on that note, I'll see you this weekend for a new Archangel, and then Monday next week for a new herb of the week. I'm not even sure what it is, and I'm not going to look yet. So stay tuned. All right, and have a great weekend. So much love to you.